Kings.
that. Short kings.
Short kings! Short kings.
I've seen some weird things about myself for sure.
Oh, Zendaya, I've heard that you keep people under your hat.
The hat
The
theory.
hat
Well, that's
theory
true,
one is-
naturally. So
Yeah.
that's not so weird. But there are other things.
Where did Sergei go?
That's funny.
So, this acting stuff seems to be going pretty well.
You're employed.
My best.
That's nice.
Yeah. On number 4?
When have you been the most starstruck?
Working with Downey for the first time
Yeah, that's
was
crazy.
cool.
was pretty crazy, especially considering my first scene with him was like just me and him. And you know
Also,
what it's
he's
like.
so like he seems like I mean,
Like,
he's,
a lot
I've
of
never
energy.
done any scenes with him, but he seems like he's just like boom boom firing stuff
man.
at you.
We got to make that right. You got to find some time
I
to
know.
work with him.
We've not worked together yet.
What happens when 3 of Hollywood's biggest stars sit down for an interview with absolutely no filter? Tom Holland gets roasted over his height. Zendaya hilariously responds to one of the internet's strangest fan theories, and Jacob Batalon proves that some friendships never fade. Add in behind-the-scenes Marvel stories and heartfelt memories from nearly a decade together, and you have one of the funniest Spider-Man interviews ever. Today, we're breaking down every unforgettable moment from Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob's latest interview, and trust us, you won't want to miss what they reveal later about their future in the Spider-Man franchise. Let's get started. The interview begins with an energetic welcome as Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon arrive to promote Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Before discussing the new movie, the host brings up one unforgettable memory from the earlier Spider-Man films. Peter Parker may have been forgotten in the Marvel Universe, but one thing fans will never forget is Tom and Jacob's iconic friendship. To prove it, the host asks a simple question. Do you both still remember your famous handshake? Without even thinking, Tom and Jacob immediately smile at each other before jumping into the handshake they created years ago. The timing isn't perfect anymore, but that's exactly what makes the moment so entertaining. Everyone bursts into laughter. Tom laughs. Jacob laughs. Even the host can't stop smiling. It feels less like a celebrity interview and more like old friends catching up after years of unforgettable memories. The conversation then shifts toward one of the biggest themes in Spider-Man: Brand New Day identity. The interviewer asks all 3 stars, "What's the weirdest thing you've ever read about yourself online?" Tom answers almost instantly. According to the internet, he's 6'1". The room immediately fills with laughter. Tom jokes that he actually wishes the rumor were true. If only. Instead of correcting everyone seriously, he turns the entire situation into another comedy moment. The group quickly begins celebrating what they jokingly call the Short Kings. It's one of those moments that perfectly captures Tom Holland's personality. Despite being one of Hollywood's biggest stars, he never takes himself too seriously. Next, the spotlight turns to Zendaya. The interviewer brings up one of the strangest fan theories ever created online. Apparently, some people believe Zendaya hides tiny people underneath her oversized hats. Instead of denying it immediately, she keeps a completely straight face. Then she jokingly says, "Well, that's actually true." The room instantly explodes with laughter. Her perfect comic timing makes the joke even funnier. Zendaya has always had an incredible sense of humor, and this moment proves exactly why fans love watching her interviews. Rather than getting annoyed by internet rumors, she simply joins the joke and somehow makes it even better. As everyone continues laughing, another important realization quietly appears. This isn't just another press interview. Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob have now spent nearly 10 years together working inside one of the biggest movie franchises in history. Over those years, they've grown up together. They've traveled across the world. They've celebrated career milestones. They've supported each other through major life changes. That kind of friendship simply can't be scripted. You can see it every time someone starts laughing before finishing a sentence because the others already know exactly what they're about to say. Their chemistry feels genuine because it is genuine. The interviewer then asks another interesting question. When is the last time you felt completely starstruck? Tom doesn't need time to think. His answer is immediate. Robert Downey Jr. Tom remembers walking onto the Marvel set, knowing that his very first major scene would be alongside Iron Man himself. For a young actor joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that moment felt almost unbelievable. He explains that Robert Downey Jr. brought incredible energy to every scene. He constantly improvised. He kept everyone thinking. He challenged every actor around him to stay sharp. Tom admits he was nervous trying to keep up with someone whose talent and confidence were already legendary. But Tom remembers something even more important than Robert's acting ability. He remembers his kindness. Rather than intimidating the younger actors, Robert made them feel comfortable from the very beginning. He encouraged them. He welcomed them. And he helped create an atmosphere where everyone could perform at their best. Years later, Tom still speaks about those early experiences with genuine admiration. It's a reminder that behind every superhero costume is a real person who once felt nervous on their first day. After sharing hilarious stories, laughing at internet rumors, and reflecting on their incredible journey together, the interview takes a more meaningful turn. The conversation shifts from funny memories to the people who inspired them, the future of Spider-Man, and the friendships that have lasted nearly a decade. And by the end of the interview, it's clear that what Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon have built together is much bigger than just a movie franchise. Let's continue. After Tom shares how nervous he was meeting Robert Downey Jr., the spotlight turns to Zendaya. When she's asked about the most starstruck she's ever been, she immediately remembers working with another Hollywood legend, Michael Keaton. For Zendaya, it wasn't just about meeting the actor. It was the kindness he showed that stayed with her. She recalls a simple but unforgettable moment when Michael Keaton actually held up her dress during an event. It may sound like a small gesture, but to Zendaya, it meant a lot. Here was an actor she had admired for years, treating everyone around him with respect and generosity. Sometimes the smallest acts leave the biggest impression. Moments like these remind us that true Hollywood legends aren't remembered only for their performances, they're remembered for how they make people feel. Listening to Tom and Zendaya talk about Robert Downey Jr. and Michael Keaton, one thing becomes obvious. The Marvel Universe isn't just a collection of blockbuster films. For many actors, it's become a second family. Young stars enter the franchise feeling nervous and overwhelmed. Then they find themselves surrounded by experienced actors who guide, encourage, and inspire them. That support creates friendships that continue long after filming ends. Perhaps that's one of the biggest reasons audiences feel such genuine chemistry whenever Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob appear together. You simply can't fake years of shared experiences. The interviewer then asks the question every Marvel fan has been wondering. After playing these characters for almost 10 years, would they do it all over again? Tom thinks carefully before answering. He explains that if the story is right, he'd absolutely consider returning. But he also believes something important. New actors deserve the chance to experience the same incredible journey they've had. After all, every generation deserves its own heroes. Instead of simply saying yes or no, Tom gives a thoughtful answer that balances gratitude with responsibility. It's clear he loves Spider-Man, but he also wants the franchise to continue growing for future generations. Jacob Batalon isn't ready to let the adventure end just yet. With his trademark humor, he jokes that they could easily keep going for another 10 years. Everyone immediately starts laughing. The playful energy returns as the group imagines spending another decade together. Their jokes quickly turn into laughter, making it obvious that none of them are tired of working with one another. In fact, the friendship they've built seems stronger than ever. Sometimes the funniest comments reveal the biggest truths. Behind the jokes is genuine appreciation for everything they've experienced together. As the interview begins wrapping up, one final question brings everything full circle. If they could take anyone past or present to watch Spider-Man, brand new day using 2-for-1 movie tickets, who would they choose? You might expect famous actors, directors, family members, childhood heroes. Instead, their answers are surprisingly simple. Tom looks towards Zendaya and Jacob. Jacob points back at his friends. The group jokes about taking each other to see the movie. It's a small answer, but it says everything. After years of premieres, world tours, and unforgettable experiences, the people they still enjoy spending time with most are each other. That kind of friendship can't be manufactured. It grows through years of trust, shared memories, and countless moments behind the scenes that fans never get to see. There are countless celebrity interviews every year. Some are entertaining. Some are emotional. Others are quickly forgotten. But interviews like this stand out for one simple reason. Nothing feels forced. Tom doesn't pretend to be perfect. Zendaya effortlessly turns strange rumors into comedy. Jacob brings warmth and humor to every conversation. Together, they create an atmosphere that feels authentic. Fans aren't just watching movie stars. They're watching three friends who genuinely enjoy making each other laugh. That's why audiences continue supporting them year after year. It's not only about Spider-Man. It's about the people behind the masks. Looking back, it's incredible to realize how much has changed. When they first joined the Spider-Man franchise, they were young actors beginning an exciting journey. Nearly 10 years later, they've become some of Hollywood's biggest names. Their careers have grown. Their confidence has grown. Their friendship has grown. And through it all, millions of fans have watched every step of the journey. That's what makes interviews like this feel so special. They aren't just promoting another movie. They're celebrating years of unforgettable memories together. As the interview comes to an end, the laughter continues. The smiles are genuine. The chemistry is undeniable. Whether they're recreating old handshakes, laughing at internet rumors, sharing stories about Hollywood legends, or imagining another decade as Spider-Man, one thing is absolutely clear. Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon have created something far bigger than a successful movie franchise. They've built a friendship that fans around the world admire just as much as the films themselves. And if Spider-Man, Brand New Day captures even a fraction of the warmth, humor, and heart shown in this interview, fans are in for another unforgettable adventure. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Would you like to see Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob return together for another Spider-Man movie? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.